is your financial expert and master mindset coach, Janae Cordy.
Hi, everyone, and welcome back. I have a bit of a sore throat today, and I'm not feeling the greatest, but that might be perfect for today's topic because sometimes you still gotta battle through even though you're not feeling at your 100% best, right? So today's topic is super important and one we don't really talk about as much as we should, in my opinion, which is what to do when we fall down, which we inevitably will when we are going for the gold and taking chances to reach our vision, right? So, what happens when you fall down, get pushed down, whatever? What happens then? How do you react when you get kicked right the heck down by life, by circumstances, by your own choices, by others, by those overwhelming emotions? You know, the regulars. What do you do to get yourself back up? Or in the great poet Tupac Shakur's own words, how do you keep your head up, right? When times are tough and challenges are trying to crush your ever-loving soul. Okay, so it might not be all that extreme, but that is what it can certainly feel like sometimes, can't it? So how do we handle this adversity so that we can get back up, keep our heads up, and come out on top? Victorious as all get out, standing tall on top of that mountain. So first off, this is really tough to hear, I know, but when you are going for what you want in life, when you are fighting for that ring of the champion, it is not an easy paved road. It is not the yellow brick lollipopped road with little people handing you caramel pops along the way and tiny ballerinas dancing all around you, feathering you with magical propelling pixie dust in your path to help lift you up. I mean, I really wish that I could tell you that it is. I mean, I want that. Who the heck doesn't? But I'm not here to sugarcoat things. I'm here to keep it real with you. But let's go ahead and start off on a positive note here because that's always good, right? To start off on the right note. So some of the road will be like this. You will have magical parts of your trail toward your goals where you will be purely astounded by how easy the road actually is. How smooth and wonderful and beautiful. There will be lovely and kind other travelers on your road, giving you a helping hand, and amazing views and mystifying little creatures. But remember, I'm keeping it real with you as well. And it's not all sunshine and rainbows, as they say. I don't exactly know who they are, but they happen to be correct in this instance. And parts of your road toward your goals and vision are going to be, well, how do I put this nicely? Freaking horrifying beyond belief? Okay, maybe that is a little overdramatic, but then again, maybe not. There are going to be parts of your road that are dark and lonely with crazy bumps and boulders that you have to navigate over, under, or around to keep it moving like we talked about in our last podcast, right? And there are going to be awful, demented travelers on your path sometimes who are anything but helpful, and some might even be downright hurtful toward you. Think the it clown asking if you want to play with him in the sewer grate so he can then proceed to, bite your freaking arm off. So scary. But this is the truth. Your road toward reaching your goals and reaching your ultimate vision is going to be a mixed bag of both delightful and, well, we'll just call it not so delightful experiences and emotions. That is just the way it is. So we can't really forcefully change this either, because that doesn't work either. You can't manipulate the road to try to only have sunshine and rainbows. That's called delusion, folks. Or in other words, putting on your blinders and avoiding a little thing called reality. Reality exists, and it's okay. And when you stop trying to sugarcoat everything, reality doesn't really taste that bad anyway. Think of it this way. If you wrap cotton candy around disgusting, wet dog food because you don't want to eat that nasty stuff because, who the heck does, right? But sometimes you've got to eat the dog food because, like I said, that's just the way it is sometimes, and there's no other way around it. But if you legit trick your mind into honest to God believing it's cotton candy and then bite into that ooey gooey nasty dog food center, think about how much more angry, upset, and disappointed you're going to be than if you just eat the dang old dog food real quick from the start and then move on from it. I know this is a weird analogy, but that's just how I roll. So just eat the dog food when you have to, and don't waste your time and energy trying to transformatively sugarcoat it into cotton candy. It's dog food, so just deal with it as such. And I'm not saying not to be positive. I am super all about positivity and optimism and looking on the bright side of things. But sometimes there can be a fine line between delusion and or illusion, whatever you want to call it, and staying positive. So if you have to tell yourself that the dog food is the best freaking dog food ever made on the planet, and it is so special and delicious, and you are going to love every freaking bite, then please do so. I would. But just don't fool yourself into thinking it's not dog food at all. That's called not dealing with reality, and that's going to set you up for a harder fall down the road when reality inevitably catches up. So stay positive, but also stay grounded. So this brings me to my next point, which is when you face your challenges on your road to your vision and reaching your goals, when you get knocked down, it's important to face the facts of the situation so you can learn from them. And I'm talking about the actual facts which you can gather to the best of your ability, not the made-up stories we like to tell ourselves, right? You know, the ones where we did absolutely nothing wrong and it was everyone else's fault. Those kind of stories. And we all do this. It's our natural human condition. But if you really look at the circumstance of your obstacle, of your fall, from a more objective or factual perspective, you will gain so much more wisdom and strength out of the situation. And then you can use this wisdom and strength to your advantage to go even further and more powerfully on your journey. So even though it's really, really hard because, again, it's part of being a living, breathing human being, try not to immediately go to the blame game, play the victim, emotionally close off completely, shut down, or go raging bull against all of humanity when you get knocked down on your booty. I will be honest, you may very well naturally do this at first. But remember, knowledge is power. So being aware that this is how humans tend to react emotionally to these situations will help you stay grounded. And if you don't get it right the first time out of the gate, that's okay. That's completely normal, in fact. Take some deep breaths, walk away if you need to, go out in nature, listen to some music, meditate, work out, do whatever it is that you need to do to get back to your center. And then circle back around when you are calmer and ask yourself, what are the actual facts of the situation? Then gather, write down, and analyze those facts. and figure out what actually happened and what you can learn from the situation to then help you move forward. Then forget about it. Move on. It's over. Don't dwell. Tomorrow's a new day. Why you gotta talk about old stuff? So another important part of keeping your head up during the challenging times of your journey is keeping your integrity. Standing in your integrity throughout your quest towards your goals is so important. So I'm going to give you Brené Brown's definition of integrity, who is an expert researcher on vulnerability and an amazing person, speaker, and writer. I'm going to give you her definition of integrity because I just love it so much. She defines integrity as the following. Integrity is choosing courage over comfort, choosing what is right over what is fun, fast, or easy, and choosing to practice our values rather than simply professing them. Need I say more about this subject? I mean, I feel like I don't really need to after that amazing definition, but I will say this. Stand in your integrity. I know it can be extremely tempting to reach your goals the fast or easy way, or to compromise your values to get ahead quicker. But that's not the right way to go. That will always catch up to you in the end. We see it time and time again. And even if you get away with some stuff, you didn't get away with it with the most important person, who happens to be you. You still know. And it's a pretty awful feeling to know that you are not living in your own integrity and authenticity and truth. It really is. So stand in your own integrity, and then when you reach that final destination and you conquer those goals, you can stand authentically and proud with not a thing to be ashamed of, because you walk the hard road of integrity to get where you are standing. Oh yeah. Okay, last but not least, when you fall down, I ask you the question, are you going to stay down? Let's all answer this together. Heck no, you're not. You are going to get back up on your feet and keep fighting. Stay in that battle and keep on fighting that good fight until you reach your goals. And don't let a few bumps and bruises along the way hold you back or hold you down. If you need to take a little mini rest, do so. Always listen to your inner guidance system. But then, get back up and show them what you are made of. Pure steel, that's what. And you can plow through anything. Don't ever forget that. And if you have that mindset of can't stop, won't stop, and that heart of a champion, and you have integrity, there isn't anything or anybody that's going to be able to hold you down. So keep your head up and believe that. I do. It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. That, my friends, is the famous fighter himself, Rocky Balboa's words. I mean, if Rocky the Champ says it, what else is there to say, really? So please subscribe and rate. I so appreciate it and your support. And you can find my blog and services on mindyourmoneycoach.com. And until next time, go crush 'em and get your gold. It's waiting for you.